Recording is started. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Podcast the Motion Picture. Tis I, Reed, and Engen, and Jack Brainerd. We're here to talk to you about a few special movies that have come out over the recent month since we've last been on. You guys want to talk about anything particular first? I have the list, but if you want to bring something up.
Well, we do love lists.
Yeah.
We should stick to the list.
We should. I tell you what, let's start by going off the list here real quick. Some things that we've got coming down the road at you podcast-wise. I've had a few ideas because we are in our no-holds-barred era right now. There's going to be one where we're going to get Noah and Cole to talk about Jaws and do that presentation that they faked making a long time ago. We are going to... I've got a top 10 underrated videos on our channel to bring up. There's one I got. I don't know how to really explain it. It's gonna be essentially. We'll get there when I get there. That one I'm not gonna explain. So stay thirsty. And then let's see. Fourth out of these little ideas I've had, I'm just gonna read off advertisements for products that are what's the word I'm looking for? No longer discontinued. So just some ideas that we're gonna be throwing at you all. Anyway, so yeah, some movies came out. Let's talk about the Odyssey. Odyssey follows a guy named Odysseus Sanson through the land of Odysseus and his wife Penelope. See, you can't say that. His son Telecommunicus. Anybody have a favorite part of that movie?
Yeah, when it started, and then it ended.
Oh, this guy hates the Odyssey.
No, the fucking movie fucks. Are we? Wait, I can't remember. Are we allowed to swear still?
Why not? There's no rules, dude. There's literally no rules.
That's what I thought. It's season 3.
Yeah. No, it's season 4. It's season 4.
Season 4. It's been a while. It's been a while since we potted. Yeah. Forgive us.
If I might explain, season 1 was our first beginning. Season 2 was when we kind of started to routinely make episodes. Season 3 was that big stretch we had about a year and a half ago or so, where we were doing really good. And then we came back for season 4, last episode, and that's where it was just you know what? There's no rules for season 4. We can maybe have rules season 5, season 6 maybe, but season 4, no rules.
Okay. I know I'll start since this movie is just the Odyssey book. It just hits in a 3-hour format. Mm-hmm. I'm controversial. Possibly controversial. I think the Cyclops Cave, apart from the effects and the horrorness of it, because it's like a Chris Nolan horror short, I don't like that they didn't have him saying I'm nobody to the Cyclops instead of him just stabbing in the eye and running away. That is... Shoot me. You can hate me for that comment.
That's a pretty high bar, I think. I think it's a pretty high bar.
It's cool. It's just, I like it when he outsmarts it in the book.
He does outsmart it. They sneak out of there with hay on their backs for sheep's clothing.
I know, but in the book, he's
there's
more. I'm nobody. And then when he finally escapes, then he's like, actually, I'm Odysseus, you son of a bitch. And then they run to their boat. Yeah. And then the Cyclops is like, Father, smite this motherfucker. But, no, my favorite part is Cersei's, spoilers to anyone who hasn't fucking watched the Odyssey. Cersei's house, in particular, when they're turning them into pigs, that sequence slaps. It is so horrific. I don't know what he's eating in the bowl or what claymation they had her mess with. It's awesome. It looks so good.
It does. No, the transitioning, the way that progressively it becomes more and more as you're watching, and even that little switch in the back of your head flicks right before they turn into pigs. You're like, oh my god, Are they doing what I think they're doing? James Cameron 1980s level effects and just crushing it? Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I
I,
think.
I do have to. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Jake.
I have to ask: did either of you? First time I watched it was in IMAX.
The first time you watched it was in IMAX?
It was in IMAX,
Oh
yes.
my god, dude, I didn't know we had IMAX in Minnesota. I thought there was plenty of them things.
Well, no, I'm not 70 millimeter, the digital version, whatever
Oh,
the fuck they call it.
gotcha.
So
Oh, okay.
Limax.
Yeah.
Limax.
I've never worked on a movie before. I don't know any of that stuff. Well, first of all, I want to say I have the creakiest chair possible. Second of all, I want to say I watched it in the Wadena movie theater with Maddie and her family. Um, it was awesome. That's a movie theater. Or Welshinger has explained to me has a giant concrete pillar like right in the middle of it. I've never been in that theater, but I think there's two theaters. I think it's the second one has a giant pillar that just in the middle of the theater. So pretty fun.
Luckily, you weren't in theater too.
Yeah, it was packed in there. It was really cool actually. We were standing standing outside in line waiting to get a ticket. It was sweet.
Well, wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that is sweet.
Well, I think one of my favorite things to come out of the Odyssey is just all of the press interviews that the cast did pre-release, and kind of them, in small groups being able to talk about their experiences on set and just like how awesome an experience it was for everybody. Everyone stated that it was literally the most difficult film you could possibly shoot. Everything on location, practical effects, IMAX, giant IMAX camera, and a blimp. So I think just listening to them and just how much positivity they had about their experience, especially with Nolan directing out, how great he is, and just listening to all that the small things that they were able to do every day. Just hiking up the mountains, learning how to row the ship, and then just all the little things. The little when Tom Holland's running out of the fire cave with Matt Damon, and also how cool is Matt Damon? I gained so much more respect for him after this movie.
I can't.
He's fucking Jason Bourne. I like the Bourne movies more now because of the Odyssey.
I've always enjoyed Matt Damon, but like his early career didn't really strike a chord for me that much. I mean, Good Will Hunting, yeah, but after that, I never saw a movie. Even Jason Bourne, I've only seen the first one, and I think it's good. I like it, but it doesn't it's not the same thing for me as it is for a lot of people. Then The Martian came out, and from then on, I just was like on the boat of Matt Damon, let's go. And then even he, what's the last one Nolan did? Oppenheimer. When Matt Damon was in that as a really old guy, I was like, oh wow, like cool, Matt Damon playing old man, sweet. Watching this one, I was like, this is the role. This is the Matt Damon role for me. Like, this is my favorite.
I personally think he's best in Team America, but
yeah.
I have the issue. Matt Damon, to me, has always been one of those actors who is Matt Damon being Odysseus. Like, I don't see Odysseus. I see Matt Damon being Odysseus, and I can't never escape the Matt Damon part
really
of a Matt Damon performance. So it's kind of like Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? When you watch a Tom Cruise movie, you get what I mean?
I'm glad you said that because I like Matt Damon in it as Odysseus, but you're right, he doesn't fall into that role. I think a little bit for me when he's doing the like PTSD when they do the raid on Troy and they break into the cities finally. Those bits of scenes for me, that's actually a guy going through that. But for the most part, I just kind of see Matt Damon, a guy in that movie that actually did put the wheels on for me was Tom Holland as Telemachus. I was actually lost in that guy's performance the whole time. Like we got done, I was like, that dude did a role. Like he wasn't Tom Holland for me. He played Telemachus. It was sick.
Yeah, no, Matt. First off, I'm not hating on Matt Damon. He kills it in this.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're right.
But two, I agree. The performance, because we got Robert Patterson, who Wait,
Pattinson.
Paddington.
Stop! Stop! Pattinson. Bobby P. We'll leave him Bobby P.
Bobby P. Well, you've got him in it, and he kills it because he all those beggars.
Somebody get
But
these beggars out of here! That is my favorite thing to yell at my dog. I love yelling.
But I agree, Reed. Him and Telemachus, he like kills it. I haven't really watched Tom Holland outside of Spider-Man, so like this is one of those first movies that I watched where like, oh, he can actually kind of act. Like he's good in Spider-Man, but like I don't know. It's
what's the name of that
movie?
That movie, Tom Holland's in it and Robert Pattinson's in it. It's the one where Pattinson goes, delusions. You remember that one? Came out a couple years ago now.
Is that the
I know
one
which one you're talking
about?
about. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, that was one where Tom Holland didn't quite get me lost in his role. I was like, he was good in it, but I was like, it's still Tom Holland. This was the one where I'm like, I could watch this guy have a career. Like, I can do it.
Now I don't know about you guys, but I was seated like in my chair for the last 35 minutes. I wasn't moving out of my spot when the PTSD sequence starts of Troy getting burned. That right there, was like incredible.
Yeah.
The music, first off, awesome, but I really liked how he separated the parts by giving us the Trojan horse early and then giving us the actual destruction of Troy later.
Yeah.
Because there feel like two different sequences, also go a little long. But first off, when Matt Damon throws that torch over the wall and you see all the soldiers there, that I was like that's so sick.
Because you're so pumped up the whole time, you're just on edge. Finally they throw it over, you're like, holy shit, let's go. And then they come through those city gates, you're like, yes, this is everything. And then you just see the slaughtering happen. It's like, oh my god, this is a bit much. And then to have Matt Damon freak out, it's like, this is perfect.
Yeah. I will say, I do have one small gripe about that initial Troy scene, and that's when the guards, like the soldiers, are rushing the gate.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of felt funny because the way he shot that action felt like they were fighting with guns, but they just gave them bows instead of like charging with swords, because they were like dodging arrows and stuff going behind cover. The whole time I'm like, why don't they just bull rush him with fucking like spears and stuff? Like there's not enough of them to stop him.
Yeah,
like he's like shooting like it's a gunfight, but
you're saying spears get the spears. Is that what you're saying?
Spears.
Get the spears! Get the spears!
But the other part that's awesome about that sequence that I liked is the fire looks awesome. So I don't know how many different stunts they had going on when they filmed that sequence, but when that tower implodes and collapses, that is like that effect is the whole Troy sequence is going to win him the Oscar. So, and if it doesn't, then like fuck the Academy.
So they did make a little like kind of documentary. It's like 20, 30 minutes or so. And some of the clips from that have been circling on different, on small clips around. And one of the clips is Matt Damon talking about them shooting this sequence. And when the gates open, he didn't know how many extras was there. So like his reaction of seeing hundreds of people walk through is like actually genuine, because he had no clue there was hundreds of people out there in like real attire and swords and torches and all that. And then he tells a story about like the cinematographer Hoytema, and I think, and he's like shooting the IMAX of like his reaction, like looking at all the fire and all these people, and it's no one yells cut, and then Hoyt turns to Matt Damon, and he's like, "Huh, all this for a flashback."
That's hilarious.
This tells you the scale of this fucking movie. It's just so cool.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
The boat sequences themselves were a cinematic feat. Like, so, like out in the behind the scenes, the few behind the scenes I have seen, there is one behind the scenes of the guys filming boat sequences, but the big ass IMAX cameras, huge. The IMAX camera itself is already huge, and then they put it in a bigger container because it's loud, so then
Noise
they can
canceling.
shoot. So it's noise canceling, and they have two guys with this camera on both of their shoulders, and the camera operator looking to see what they're filming is okay on the boat. And I don't know about them, but I would not. I'd be so like worried that a trip and that thing would go flying overboard into the ocean. Because
When we filmed Minnesota Nice with our $1,000 camera, holy shit! The whole time we're on those boats, that sucked. I hate that feeling so much. Not a fan of water and camera.
but no,
Well, he
I don't
didn't.
know.
He did not break an IMAX camera during this movie, but he did break two during. I think Dark Knight Rises. He broke two IMAX cameras during
Yes.
that.
Oh. Speaking of breaking things during a film, did you
Like
guys know in the classic scene from the Two Towers in the Lord of the Rings, when Viggo Mortensen kicks that orc's helmet, he actually breaks his toe? Fun
I
fact.
hate you. I hate you so much.
Oh
Little known
God!
I
fact.
don't know. I will say, at first, I thought him saying I'm going to shoot the entire movie in IMAX was just kind of shtick to get people to go. I'm on board. Film everything in IMAX.
Well, when you
Like,
can do it on yeah, when you can do it,
film it all.
yeah,
But,
it's so
oh,
cool.
secondly, we're going to, I know we're touching on the Odyssey long.
Oh,
The
sorry.
scenes of them dragging the horse back to Troy felt like the shots themselves felt like something out of the golden age of Hollywood, like the Ben-Hurs and the Cleopatras.
Hmm.
The like scale
The
and just the way
scale,
they framed
yes.
everything,
Yeah.
it was like a whole time I was like, oh my god, this looks like Ben-Hur. Like I don't know
Well,
how again, like it's insane.
again, because it's practical. Like they
Like
built that fucking horse as light as possible, had the actual number of people who could actually carry it, and they actually had those extras fucking drag the
like
horse
it's
in there, like over the logs. Realistically, they actually did it, and that's what they had to do in the in the 50s during that time too. So, I mean, it just adds to the effect and makes them be able to shoot it how they want to when they're actually doing it. They don't have to hide cables or do anything like that.
I'm glad
I
we're
will
kind of
say,
in this era with films right now
yeah.
where they're kind of with one battle after another that just kind of replicate that old feeling from classic films. Just and however they make these things right now, where they come out and you
Well,
walk out of the theater like that was something. I actually watched something.
well, it's these guys at the top of their game. I mean, these guys are at the top of. I
Well,
mean,
there
Nolan,
is a
PTA. They've been doing this decades, and they're finally getting some some backbone and some help to be able to do what they want.
well apart from that, but there is a definitive feeling, at least I get when I watch something that I know is like analog, like practical effects, compared to something like Star Wars, which is like within the last 10 years, which is filmed entirely on a green screen because it just kind of looks soulless and digital and horrible. And you've got all these new movies that are kind of pushing back towards that like film gritty, grainiest look of practical effects, like Project Hail Mary, which we'll talk about. A lot of that's practical effects,
Mm-hmm.
like the internal stuff and the light effects and stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm on board with it. I like it. I think it looks cool. I will say, think about being the guy who has to make sure that they clean the blood off the sword when he stabs the horse and he stabs the guy at the last second. He's like, cloth, like,
Yeah.
get that blood off. Think about that guy being like, oh, why is there blood on my sword? I just stabbed a wooden horse.
Well, this is weird. Oh well.
That's
Yeah.
bizarre. That's a little bizarre.
Oh, it's actually it's stuffed on the inside. Good deal.
uh,
Ooh.
that's funny.
Yeah. The story of from inside the horse, as John Bernthal tells it, is also a fantastic deal. Like the way that they just ever expand on the story of the horse is fantastic. It's also really cool that for Chris Nolan is something. I think I don't want to say it's a simpleton way of looking at the Odyssey, but obviously, whenever you think about Troy, you think about the Trojan horse. Like that's the thing from the story is the Trojan horse. That's the big thing. So for Christopher Nolan at the top of his game to write this whole thing out, where he's going to keep coming back to that main thing that everybody knows, fantastic, fantastic as a storyteller.
Yeah, it slaps. On the topic of Troy, that movie got a resurgence around this movie coming out because people were having huff and puff that the Odyssey wasn't historically accurate with their costumes and
Oh yeah.
BS, and it's like,
The smear
dude,
campaign
I
on the
don't.
Odyssey.
Yeah, there was a smear campaign because they're like,
There,
Yeah, it was
There's-
absurd.
they're
there's
like-
argument to be had about it.
It was pissed
well,
me
first
off.
off, Zach, I'm going to tell you right now, boss. The Greeks in the Hellenistic period weren't even drawing the motherfuckers in ancient armor. So this shit hasn't been historically accurate for like thousands of years. So, but secondly, like my thing is they were saying, "Oh, go watch Troy instead. It's a better movie." Troy, the movie with Brad Pitt. This might piss people off. Is objectively a shitty movie. I hate that movie with a passion. It is not good. So
There is an argument to be had about it objectively not being a good movie for sure.
yeah.
So Nolan was originally tied to direct
Troy,
that
yeah.
movie. Yeah, back in
Troy?
2004. Yes,
Mhm.
Oh wow, good
he
for
was
him.
originally tied to do it, and he almost did it. Something fell through.
Yeah.
Yeah, great crossroad
Yeah.
in time, or he did not do that.
I want to
So that was 2004. So right, I
Yeah.
think it was 2004.
Right.
There's another
Yeah.
world
So I
in
think
which
he did.
Matt
I think it was
Damon could've
Memento. I think he went and did Memento then, or was it after Memento? Something like
I
that.
think
Sick movie.
there was something weird. I think what happened was the studio. Who directs it? Is it? What's that motherfucker's name? Who directed Troy? Emma Raman. He's
I do not remember.
I don't know anything.
but he a project he was tied to went under, and then the executives for Troy were like, "Oh wait, we can get him instead of Nolan, so let's go with him." So I think it was one of those things rather than Nolan.
Either way,
Being
he's
like,
been thinking about this horse for 20
This
years, over
goddamn
20
horse,
ye's.
man.
So
Well, not to beat a dead horse, but to go back to Matt Damon here, I did remember there are more scenes where actually I do want to say there are times where I'm seeing Matt Damon on screen, but there were more times in the PTSD scene where I'm not just seeing Matt Damon and I'm actually in it, and it's Odysseus. Like the siren scene, we haven't touched on the sirens deal. Not only is Ludwig Göransson crushing it the whole time with the score, but then to get to
oh
sirens,
my gosh.
crushes it. To have Matt Damon do his yelling on that, like, holy cow, like that's it makes me want to yell. It makes me want to yell and panic, you know. I like, but then him as well. Not so much in conversation. I think when he talks, I pick up that he's Matt Damon. But like any bit of movement that he does in this movie, it's not like this is Matt Damon in an action movie. Like him charging up the hill past the lion and the tiger to go get the men from the pig's den. Like I'm like, oh my god, this guy's on a mission. Odysseus is on a mission. When he comes back and he's with he's gonna kill me. I should know. What?
The blind, the blind
Yes,
guy.
yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah. I know. I can't remember it either. I knew you were gonna know
Is
exactly.
is it like Lissa Makis or something? Starts with an L.
Something like that,
It's
yeah.
killing me.
1 sec.
Leguizamo, that's his name. Leguizamo is his last name. Oh, I love that guy so much. He's been in so much stuff over the last couple years, but I can't pull his freaking name right now. Leguizamo. We're not moving a muscle until Jack gets his name filled up. His audio's not coming through on my end. Jack, what happened? Why did your audio not come through? Can you say it again?
My audio not coming
Say
through.
it again. Say it again.
Now it is.
What is happening? Why is your audio not working? Is your audio worse as soon as you go and say this name?
This is a
Can you hear me? It's
John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo.
Leguizamo plays Eumaeus.
You're
Can you hear me
cursed.
now?
You may
You saying that name is cursed. Never say that guy's name again, or we'll lose the recording. Good lord, that was freaky.
The Auto Shop Man from John Wick 1, 2, and 3.
the auto shop guy.
Yeah, I wish he were still in it. No, him in it. Coming out of the theaters, the Cyclops. I know you hated it, Jack. The Cyclops scene was my favorite scene. I think I have something inside of me when there's a scary villain that's like unnaturally larger than other things and practical. That's the one thing where I actually get a little scared by. Nothing else really scares me in movies. Demons, no, nothing. But that kind of gets me going. So I like it. But with some time thinking back to old John Leguizamo, that guy in the movie, that guy's my favorite. Every time he's on screen, he's in it. The one thing I didn't like is right at the end, I think after Odysseus shows up and puts on the Odysseus show for everyone, and then John Leguizamo in the background is like, "Is it him?" It's like, nah, we didn't need comedic relief. I hate it. I think it's cheap.
I will say I thought that fight at the end goes on a little bit. I think it's fun. I think it's a little much.
Okay, what did you find it cringy when Robert Pattinson's like, "Oh yeah, grab that sword"?
Dude,
yeah.
I love
Grab the
it.
swords! Grab the
I was all
swords!
for it.
Grab the shield!
Did you like that?
Yeah, it's his character. He literally, that's his whole character. The guy, he's this scumball who uses other people.
The first
God.
time he does one of those lines, I thought, awesome. The second time, I thought, oh, that's so cheap. The third time he does, I'm like, yeah! Grab those spears!
He does it way more than three,
No,
though.
he got me. He got me going.
It's awesome. So I'm for it. I liked it. I will say, did you like when he throws the dog in the beginning? When he's like, "This one's good."
Oh,
He eats it, and
Yeah.
I was like, our theater laughed. It was 10 in the morning when I saw this movie, so everyone was like, "Yeah, fuck it, sure." Like,
I was pretty pumped up. I liked it. I saw comments on posts where it's like, how are we supposed to think this is a good guy when he does the most evil thing in the whole movie? It's like, it's a bit. Like, he throws a dog over a cliff. That's what they did.
it was funny.
Yeah, if the dog wasn't born with like triceps built on him, they threw him over a cliff. Like that's how that they're not, anyway. Whatever. Let's
Did you guys like what? Oh
no, by
so
all means.
we have to touch on Argus. Argus, did you like that scene when he reunites with the dog?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, that was
pretty
awesome.
good.
And he just dies instantly. I was like, let's go. Thank you for just staying alive like that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
But,
Okay, my favorite part was when they went to visit Hades. I think that was my favorite part. It
in
looks,
Iceland?
yeah, it's just so much different, right? Yeah, like black sand beach, all these, totally different color scheme. It's just totally frightening. They know they're going somewhere dangerous, like they're like, and I don't know. You get some information there, like he speaks with Agamemnon, and get some info from him, get some info from Hades. I think talks with Sinon, just like realizes that he's screwed up, kind of, and yeah, looks so cool. Practical effect of people getting buried alive in black sand and wearing snorkels to breathe. I mean, that was a super cool scene.
Yeah. I
liked. Oh yeah, please.
I'm a big fan of them going to where they went. I saw a lot of people were also complaining. They're like, "Oh, that's a beach in Norway. I guess I've been to Hades." Like, why is it always got to be the same location? Why do you want it to be the same looking thing from every other movie that's ever done hell? Like, no, they did it. For me, I don't know about you fellas. When I think about what could be hell, heat is not it. Cold temperatures and a sauna and brewskis and some of the fellas, that's my hell. Just saying that out loud, I'd hate that.
I was gonna say anything below the Mason Dixon line is what I think hell is. But
yeah. It's not the heat that's my hell. It's the humidity.
It's the humidity. But yeah, I will say I like how after they leave Hades and they're like, we need to go to this island. There's cows there. And he's like, you guys will die if you land on this island. Like, you're gonna die. Like, guaranteed. Everyone's gonna die if you go to this island. And they're like, no, we'll be good. Trust us. And he's like, yeah, okay.
Also, after
he just
fact,
gave up.
When they finally eat the cows, when they finally eat the cows, I'm like, well, what did you expect? It was our only option. It's like, don't go to the goddamn island. They told us don't go to. Like, how about that
He's
one?
like, he's literally like, guys, we can't land on this island. You will
Yeah.
all die.
Here's an
They
idea.
told me it's what's gonna happen.
You get hungry? Throw a net in the water. Throw a goddamn net in the water and see what you can reel up. Like, don't go to the death island that he told you. When you take a route that's either cliffs or a whirlpool, and you go through the cliffs, and then he explains, I knew we needed to take the cliffs, and I knew some of us were going to die. If we took the other way, we all would have died. And I knew you were going to be an asshole about it. Maybe you should, like, the wheel should spin and say, yeah, I have been an asshole. This guy got us out of a Cyclops cave, and he turned us from pigs back to men by choking out a crow. You know, he had.
Okay, Hamish Patel though was awesome as like his lieutenant guy.
Is that who played him? I didn't realize that. I thought he was just a famous actor. Cool. I didn't recognize him with all the hair.
No, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was awesome. That guy was.
Yeah, he just fits so well. Oh my gosh.
He does.
Definitely one of the top supporting.
Yeah.
I like when he shot the Cyclops for no reason, and then just mad dash down the hill.
I would absolutely do that shit. Get out of the cave, turn around, like, dickhead. Definitely. He was trying to match Oro with Agamemnon. That's what he was going for. Didn't work out. He didn't quite match that. That Oro. Did we cover enough? Should we go back? Should we go forward? We can always come back to the Odyssey, an Odyssey reprisal. Everything will circle back eventually, probably. Yeah.
We're on a little Odyssey in this podcast ourselves. So.
We are. Let us carry on to the old, they call them the two-eyed Cyclops. Spider-Man. Let's talk Spider-Man.
Oh. Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Yeah, let me just jump out the window here and tell you what my favorite part is. Seeing Engen, you've seen it, right? Yeah, we talked about this already. Yeah! Yes. Favorite part is the Hulk showing up again in full force. I've been waiting for that for so long.
Like, just seeing Hulk smash, or seeing Bruce in class?
Well, I mean, it's always good to see Mark Ruffalo do his Bruce Banner deal, but no, seeing the Hulk come in as, like, full Hulk, that's what I want, where he turns up and it's like, he's not a friend. Like, even in Avengers Age of Ultron, that doesn't work for me because they can still control him a little bit. For him to turn up and just, like, they have that shot of where you know he's down that hallway and then suddenly Peter looks over and you can just hear him yell from that hall. It's like, it's on! There's no controlling this situation. Guy's pissed. That's what
I just liked it wasn't like that half weird CGI one they did in Avengers.
Yeah.
Like I hated that. It's a horrible looking effect, first off. It looks goofy. Big Mark
in which Avengers?
The last two, when he's like that weird mix.
Kind of
he's like
half.
He's the half and half, where he still knows he's Bruce Banner, but then he looks like the Hulk.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I thought it looks goofy, so I'm okay with him fully going full Hulk. I will say, I don't know about you guys, I got Jean Grey spoiled like 20 minutes before walking to this.
Dude,
like the same day.
It was right before.
Like the same day of going to this movie, so I was like, oh, okay, fuck. Like I guess she's gonna be the villain person thing.
Well, it was like an hour in. I'm like, I haven't seen Sadie Sink yet. She has to be coming up here soon. I
will say, Reed, they are doing a new Cyclops.
I saw that. That's good. Yeah, we talked outside.
We talked about this
about the efficacy of having Hugh Jackman be a potential love interest. We thought that would not look very good on screen. we were a little worried. Were upset when we put that to them.
So
James Marsden and Hugh Jackman fighting over Sadie Sink did not test well. People were upset.
It wouldn't look good. Not the best look, but no. So, did you guys like it? I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was like that weird mix of Spider-Man 2 and whatever the hell they do with this.
And a little bit of Homecoming, I thought. A little bit of Homecoming, where you still get like that. I mean, this isn't so much teen drama or anything like that, but it's more, it's post-grad, so it is a little bit more, you do get that interpersonal stuff, which I really like, especially with these characters.
Yeah.
I will say, I wish they made him a little bit poorer. or like struggling a little bit more. Like he has like a 3D printer and like AI trackers and all this stuff, and I don't know what he
Yeah.
does for actual work. I don't if
Watch
he like
I watched a clip from Spider-Man 3, the Tobey Maguire one earlier, where he yells at Mr.
Mhm.
Ditkovich for the rent, and then it's him right after the symbiote leaves him, where then he's like, "Hey, I just wanted to talk about it earlier and say I'm sorry." I was like, "Awesome! Like that's sweet. All you need is a dude saying sorry," and yeah, just having him so low in a movie is awesome. But yeah, with Tom Holland, he's like, "I've never been so low. No one remembers me." And I can afford a coffee any day I want it. Like, that's not
speaking of
poor.
coffee, how did you guys feel about the pretty obvious product placements in this movie? I
There's
felt
really
there was a lot. I'm
I
just
only
saying.
saw one, but it was right off the bat. I'm like, okay, we could have waited like a little bit before we
Well, I
implant
saw
Bureau.
there was
Oh,
I was gonna
Bureau,
say
yeah.
Bureau, Little Caesars. I'm sorry, you live in fucking New York, man. I why are you eating Little Caesars pizza in New York City? I
I,
get it free $5 pizza.
I'm kind of a
Um,
fan of the what's the Bureau. I'm kind of a fan that that's in the movie. I like that. Good for him.
Hey,
I mean, I
bro
like
owns
Bureau, so like
Sony
I'm here for
basically.
it.
Like he can do what he wants, I
Yeah.
guess. I thought it was just like right off the bat, really. I'm like, whatever. But
I'll,
yeah, I thought it was super entertaining, really enjoyable. But I did think there was some critiques where it was like, okay, like we're just being dumb here. I don't know why we're being dumb with some of this stuff. It was kind of mostly when dealing with Hulk and Jean Grey when the Punisher when John Bernthal comes and kind of tries to help Spider-Man there when they're battling. There was some stuff in there that kind of they were kind of just being dumb, and that was kind of frustrating. That kind of just like deterred me a little bit
like
from
the
some things.
characters were being dumb.
Well, no, they
Like
were
when they
just
were
making dumb decisions. It was just like 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 they should I can't remember specifically, but like John Bernthal is not going to help the situation right now. Or it's just like, or like, why would you? She can affect John Bernthal, right? She can control his mind. So why are you having him go after her and not take on the Hulk when she can't control Spider-Man? Like Spider-Man should go get Jean Grey, but John Bernthal didn't want to go take on the Hulk because he was scared of the Hulk. So he went to take Jean Grey, and as soon as she sees him, she freaking mind controls him. I'm like, how did we not see this coming?
Yeah.
I've never watched the Punisher or Daredevil shows. Like, is he the same? I know they probably had to make a PG-13
He's
John
a little more
Bernthal.
PG-13. I've seen the Punisher show. It is sweet. I tried to watch the Daredevil show, couldn't do it. The thing that got me to stick through Punisher the whole time is he's just so gritty and like he's not a bad guy, but he is the most anti-hero I think I've seen an anti-hero in a superhero movie where just everything he does is very selfish, but he's does it for other people. He just kills indiscriminately for the cause. It's awesome. So he doesn't really do that so much now. The Marvel, I know it's all the same character, but the Marvel edition Punisher that you would have seen had he shot Spider Man, he'd have been like, I should have been in the way. Like that would have been it for him. There would have been no processing yet.
Was he a beggar?
No, he was not a filthy
No.
beggar. He was, I swear to God, he was never a filthy beggar. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was good. I think
Yeah.
I like other Spider-Man movies better, but
I'll always be a Tobey Maguire kind
specific.
of guy.
I was just saying
I think it's better than the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, but I guess those have never really worked for me. This was out of Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, either second or third for me. I'd have to watch the third one again. I recently watched 1 and 2. I still like Homecoming. The second Tom Holland movie, not good. I don't like that movie. It's not very good at all. Way too many
I
little Marvel clips.
I think watching No Way Home when I watch No Way Home again, I don't think I will like it as much. I don't think it's gonna be as rewatchable
Yeah.
as I
it's
think it will
No
be.
Way
So
Home.
is the third
No
one.
Way is the third one. That's with all the other Spider-Men, right?
Yeah, yeah. So this is gonna
I
land either on. I
Mhm.
mean, it's gonna land probably two behind Homecoming, and then No Way Home and Far From Home. Yeah, Far From Home is not that good.
I've watched Homecoming, like I said, not too long ago, and that's one where the villain Michael Keaton does so much work for that movie. Like, don't get
Yep,
me wrong,
Yes,
he
he
does.
does.
Tom Holland and the way they show the high school and the whole high school excursion and lifestyle for high school, they do it really good for 2017. Like, it reminds me of when we were in high school. Like, they freaking got the characters of how weird people were. But yeah, Michael Keaton just takes it the extra mile. And that's what
Yep.
Jake Gyllenhaal kind of misses the mark in number 2, not to degrade him. Nothing against Jake Gyllenhaal, just I don't think they did Mysterio as well as I think they should have. And then 3, that's hard to grade the scale on because there's just, 6 villains?
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, also, like, it's hard to grade villains that are kind of being brought forward as kind of like nostalgia bait almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's hard.
I still love the twist in Homecoming that Michael Keaton's her dad, because no, you don't see that coming from anywhere. Because
no, you just don't. You
don't.
Not alluded to at all. That door opens and he's there, and it's like, oh shit. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that.
I can see that.
Yeah, why not? And then the whole part in the car where he's trying to talk about it all, like just the thought of that scene in the first Spider-Man where it's a red light on his face talking about him, and he's like slowly working it out just for him to go, good old Spider-Man. And the light turns green because he gets it, like he figured it out. 10 out of 10. Holy
really
shit!
Good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It was.
But yeah,
Yep.
I mean, this is also the first Marvel movie I've seen in theaters since I think was Guardians 3 before or after Doctor Strange?
That was after.
Oh, I think it was after.
Yeah.
That would have been the last Marvel movie I watched / entirely Marvel thing I've watched, because I don't watch the shows. So
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and I think that's totally appropriate.
Doctor Strange, the second one, was the second to last movie I watched before I started dating Maddie. In a movie theater. The last movie I watched in the movie theater before dating Maddie was Firestarter. It was dog shit. I don't recommend it. That movie sucked.
I don't know which one Firestarter is.
It's an old
What
Stephen
was the
King
first
story.
movie after then?
Jesus, I don't recall. I could probably find it. I could probably actually
Since
mathematically
that time,
figure it
I
out.
can't remember.
I don't know. Time flies when you're in hell. Just kidding. That's a joke. That one was.
I can tell you the first time.
Listening.
I can tell you the first time my brother met Maddie was at
In the shadows.
Yeah, that movie.
Oh shit!
That's a good movie. But
yeah.
do you guys ever think about off-topic tangent? I know we run a tight ship here. Do you ever guys see shit and then you're like, oh fuck, I have seen that movie? Like the most obscure bullshit you've never seen. Like I saw someone talk on the social medias about the like 61 BC or some shit with Adam Driver when he gets sent back into time.
You've seen that movie.
With like he's on like the dinosaur planet. I've seen that movie.
Yeah, you have. You randomly watched it and then started talking to us about it. And I know we as a group are like, what the hell? Why'd you see this?
Yeah. I don't know what spur. I just watched it one day. I was like, I'll fucking watch it.
Was it like a Netflix movie or something, or no?
No, it got a theatrical release.
Yeah.
Like, it's a real movie.
Is it Universal?
He had to. No, I think it's even like a step down from that. Like it's
I do remember this remotely that he did some shitty movie like this.
Yeah.
No, it's horrible. Like I see that sometimes. I'm like, wow, I have watched that movie. Why?
Well, we have time for one more topic here. Is there anything more Spider-Man related we need to cover? Anything? I feel like we.
I want to shout out the soundtrack. Great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Also, the beginning and end shots where they're really just showing New York. They're really making New York a character of all the different buildings and stonework and stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty much like, hey, let's do the bear. The bear does that really good. Let's do the bear. Like they do that for Chicago, so let's do that for New York.
Yeah.
It was great. They do it a good job. I liked it, but yeah, soundtrack shout
I
out.
want to burst your bubble, Mr. Zachary Ingen, but they filmed most of the city scenes in Toronto. So, so they don't
Again,
film a lot of stuff in New York anymore.
I understand that, but in the movie, it's still New York, so they're making New York a character.
I liked those shots in the end that they did. Shit, I had something to add on there, but now I suppose I'm forgetting it, and I don't think we have the time for me to dilly dally while I try to recall what I was thinking of bringing up. Even now, here I am, stalling for time, trying to have it come back to the old synapses in my brain.
Reed, revert to the list. The list.
I know, but there was one Spider-Man related thing I really wanted to talk about. The whole plot line where Zendaya and Ned don't remember Peter Parker. The way that you kind of have this moment where Zendaya's like, "Nah, I'm not with that. Like, whatever you got going on, I don't give a shit. Take me home." And then they get home and she's like, "Well, you can hang out." Like, I thought that was a really good way to go through all that. Like, here, like that whole thing happened, and it's not like, oh, problem solved in the end. Like, nope, still a problem. But like, we as an audience kind of get the resolve of like, it's not over. Like, there's still more. Something's gonna happen. Like, there's time in this situation. All right.
I thought that was a very important
You
part in the
also
movie
Yeah.
when like she's like, yeah, you can meet Ned, and then Ned,
Yeah.
they start playing games or whatever like that. Like that was,
building.
play.
I mean that was one of the best parts of the movie right there.
do the Gandalf quote.
Yeah.
I've never seen Reed turn his head quicker in a movie theater.
It was awesome. They started up with the quote and they said that first line, and in my brain I was like, wait a minute, that's from Lord of the Rings. And then they kept going. I looked at Jack and Noah, just like, oh my shit. And then they did a third line where I'm like, how did they get the rights to do this? This is crazy. They got Lord of the Rings quotes in here. Keep your secrets then. We're getting sued. Yeah, okay, so we last thing to talk about here, probably keep it a little brief, is Jack, I know you wanted to talk about the Courtney Love documentary. What's going on with that?
They're making a Courtney Love documentary.
Yeah, you were talking about that. The old Nirvana.
I was talking about Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to talk about Project Hail Mary.
Oh, we can talk about
I guess
that.
that's a good tangent.
No, I mean,
we
it's
can talk
not.
about, I don't have a lot to talk about Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, because it's hard to talk about if you haven't seen Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Okay, well,
I will say two comments. I'll make 3 brief comments.
Okay.
First off, I don't know how the fuck they filmed this movie. There's parts in it where you're genuinely like, how, like, they either had this footage sitting around or they filmed this 20 years ago hoping they could make it into a movie.
Yeah.
Second, speaking of rights and Toronto, this entire movie is literally Back to the Future, and they use the soundtrack from Back to the Future,
awesome.
as well as the whatever the fucking machine that what do they call it? What's that? What
the time machine?
Yeah, but like the battery that flux capacitor. They have that. He just builds one in the fucking RV. It's awesome. It's hilarious. Third off, orbits play a crucial part in this movie. I didn't know that.
Orbits?
Didn't know that. Yeah, they're like that weird glass bottle that had
like the soda thing.
They're before our time, even.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can, if we ever want to get more into depth with that, we can put it on a shelf and wait for Kurt Cobain isn't going anywhere.
It's hard to talk about because you guys should see it first because you won't. It's really fucking funny. Listeners,
I've seen about half of it. They shot it over 250 days because they were just completely just on the streets, just guerrilla shooting everything with no, permission anywhere in the city. So it took a lot of time for them. But one of the cool parts is so many of their shots are some of the same ones or just like very similar to the ones that they've done, 10 years ago or whatever in their show. So there's a lot of connections between this and that.
It's very fun. It's really
but it'll be good when Cole and Noah are here because they both enjoy it.
Okay, let's talk briefly, not in as much depth as I would like to. We got 5 minutes. Project Hail Mary. Jack, why do you hate Ryan Gosling for being a guy's guy?
Oh, I love Ryan Gosling. Have you never seen his movie where he plays with the
Drive?
fuck, what's that movie called?
Lars and the Real Girl?
Lars and the Real Girl.
Yeah.
I've been sold on that man since watching that movie.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But
For me, it's the Nice Guys. I'm all
no,
in.
so I will say, we were briefly talking about this before the podcast. I'm not a huge fan. Mixed feelings about Project Hail Mary, the book. Mixed feelings. Not because it's a bad book. It's because I just feel like he wrote The Martian a second time and changed a couple things. However, on the topic of the movie, Project Hail Mary as a movie feels like a better translation and adaptation of his comedic, sciencey writing and pace than The Martian was.
Yeah.
So, with Ridley Scott and Matt Damon, who they have to try to get home.
Yeah,
as well.
Happens to the best of us. I will have to read The Martian so I can understand better this situation, because I've only seen The Martian. I've listened to the audiobook of Project Hail Mary, and I've seen the movie. I enjoyed the book more than I enjoyed the movie. But for me, I suppose I like the character depth of just how much that I should remember his name. Ryland Grace is going through, just processing and learning and trying to remember that whole chunk of the story. I think gets lost as an audience member watching the movie, because it's just, you don't have time for it, and you also can't really show that on screen as well. So like, I can appreciate why they lost what they lost. So yeah, I would like to I'd like to get around to the Martian books so I can better understand it. I thought the comedy was very good in the movie, like the way they show it all and go through it all. I don't think that they sold out any bit. That being said, other than one particular spot, spoiler, Hail Mary spoiler, and this is like the climactic spoiler, the climax scene, is Ryland Grace. Again, don't listen to this if you haven't read the book or seen the movie. It's gonna fucking bug you if you do. But I gotta say it. So again, stop listening now and go watch the Nirvana movie. Anyway, so Egan, have you seen it all? Can I spoil it?
Yes, I've seen the movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, then I'll spoil it. All right, you can twist my arm. All right. So the climax is when they're gonna remember. Grace is remembering how he got to space and why he got assigned to the mission in the end, and this whole point where, not even necessarily that, because he thinks that's going to be the climax. We as the audience think it's going to be the climax of him having to go on this mission into space, when the real climax is the moment where you realize that's something that you kind of, maybe an audience member might have figured out watching along, that Rylan has this moment where he doesn't agree to do it. And he's not going into space, and he's not willing to sacrifice his life. And this heroic characters throughout the whole movie didn't have the balls to do this. In the book, it's shown really well in that, like, it's a really tragic thing for him. He gets completely betrayed. He makes the decision, and he thinks he has the choice. He genuinely believes he's going to be able to tell whoever, Strauss, he's going to be able to tell Strauss, I'm not doing this, and you can't make me. And then suddenly they're forcing him and wrestling him. Whereas in the book, suddenly he just runs out. And it's very comedic and very funny. But like, that should not have been funny. To me, that was like watching a rape happen. That was fucking horrible.
Yeah, that is one thing that is left behind in the book. But
yeah,
no, that is one.
You're saying in the book it was more comedic?
No, in the movie,
no, in the movie it's more comedic. In the book, it's way more serious.
In the book, it's like, oh my god, like the whole time we know, and we've watched Strauss, and like you root for Strauss the whole time you're reading the book, because it's like, hell yeah, Strauss is doing whatever she wants, and she's saving the planet, and like she's destroying everything, but that's what she's got to do. And then suddenly you get to the moment where it's like, oh, it turns out Strauss is going to continue to do what Strauss does, and is going to just destroy Ryland Grace's life to send him into space. Like, that's horrible. This really good guy who did all this work.
It is horrible. It's really in character and kind of in universe, because the whole point is,
it is.
You guys, you're going to do this for the greater good.
Yeah, and that's Strauss's character. She never does the wrong thing. Everything she does is right. It's just as you get to the point where you're like, it's always this third person. She does something and it affects someone else, where suddenly this character you've been with the whole time, now it's like oh, wait a minute, he's in the hot seat. What's Strauss gonna do? Fuck him over too. But like you said, it's for the greater good. And I hate to see that in the movie kind of perish and not really get its full effect.
Yeah, it is a Phil Lord and what's the other one? What's his buddy
Christopher
buddy?
Miller.
Christopher
Oh.
Miller. So they kind of
know
play.
that.
They were going to kind of play that a little
Yeah.
bit more comedic, of course,
Sure, I did not
because
know
they kind
that.
of do that. I think they
mean-
directed it, right?
Yes,
I know the producers for sure.
they definitely directed it.
Yeah. So no, I enjoyed the movie. It's just that apart from the third, because the book is written in first and third person for the people who don't read, and the first person parts are the ones I don't like because they just read like The Martian and like the same voice and stuff. Those are my qualms with the book.
Yeah.
That's why I really like the movie, but also because Ryan Gosling plays Ryling Grace pretty well. So
I also think that the adaptation from Rocky from the book to Rocky in the movie, not just visually. Visually, I think they did a solid job of what he looks like. I was like, that's not very far off from what I had imagined. Like they did a really good job. But the character itself knocked it out of the park. Like, holy cow, they got that right. Like they did not screw up Rocky at all. Yeah.
Rocky Balboa. Yes.
All right. Well, we should probably get ready to skedaddle. Any finishing remarks? Any finishing moves on this old great plane of Street Fighter here? Anything at all? Okay, I guess we're gonna wrap that up now.
What?
Oh, never
got,
mind. Never mind. I guess we're not gonna wrap it up. I guess we're not wrapping it up. What?
Guys, 1 sec. It's the Return of the Kings, but for the podcast, we're gonna have 3 endings here. Zach, what you got?
Yeah, what's your ending?
Movies coming up. Looking forward to.
Oh,
What we got?
I don't know.
We got
I gotta go to Spider-Man.
Tony coming out here in
Tony.
a week or two.
Is
Tony
that
first.
a movie about Tony Soprano? What is Tony?
No, that's about Anthony Bourdain's life in Provincetown
Oh.
when he kind of didn't know what the hell he wanted to do
Played-
with his life.
Played by Dominic Sessa, the kid from The Holdovers.
Oh, sick. I like that movie.
Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah,
And it's
should be
directed
really
by Matt Johnson of Blackberry and Nirvana the Band, the show fame. So I know Reed, you don't like Blackberry.
I've never seen
No,
that.
that's Noah who doesn't like Blackberry.
Yeah, that's a lame take. Blackberry is great.
I have not seen Blackberry.
I
I really want to
I'm
watch
trying to
Tony. I've heard of Tony. I might go see Young Washington on Tuesday. I
Okay, yeah.
don't really want to because of Chris Pratt having an opinion on it, and I hate to be so anti-Chris Pratt on the podcast, but apparently I am these days. But I'm a giant George Washington fan. I love anything to do with him. I love his history. I love knowing about him for the good and the bad parts of George Washington's life. Like, stellar things that guy happened to do. And not only stellar things he did, stellar things that he just stumbled into were like, it was event after event that guy, things just happened around him and he came out on top. And it's like, he didn't even have a choice, some of these things. He just kept stumbling upwards.
Reed, how
when you-
long was the George Washington audiobook that you read? Or you listened to?
Many hours. I started listening to it again, so I'll tell you when I get done. It's like
Reed,
30 to
Definitely
40
over
hours.
20 hours.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Can you buy a ticket to a different movie and then go sit in that theater so you don't give money to
Who made it?
it's the right-wing media group that
Oh.
not Tucker Carlson but the other podcaster.
Not to knock a political party, because that's not what I'm here to do these days. I'm not about that. The Conservative Party of America modern day would very much disagree with who George Washington was. George Washington was a Federalist. Like, he is the antithesis of what conservative politicians are today. Like, they are not in line.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's produced by a group owned or created by Ben Shapiro and that media group
Gotcha.
because they feel like
And not that
Hollywood's
it's
too liberal.
about anything.
It's not a bad thing. You can do what you think.
No, you can do anything
you
you want, but like, I just want to say, George Washington, I don't think he was aware that the Jewish people even existed. It never comes up in the book, not even once. So I'm just saying. Nothing.
I feel like there's a big movie we're missing too.
Coming up. Let me
Apart
Google
from Tony.
movies coming up because I'm willing to bet.
I feel like the rest aren't until later fall.
Like, because you've
I
got
feel like
Doomsday, which I don't. I think I'll see Doomsday. I don't give a shit about Doomsday.
I'm not watching Doomsday.
I don't think
Oh.
I can. I'm bummed out because the trailer watching Spider-Man, they have so many people in it where it's like, well, I'd really like to see.
I think it's really just Digger in October.
Digger, yep.
Yeah,
That one is gonna be good.
Inarito and
Well,
Tom
okay,
Cruise.
I do have a concern about that movie.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that-
it's gonna be wild.
Well, my concern is that it is just Oscar bait for Tom Cruise. Because we are entering Oscar bait season. So
did you ever watch The Death of Stalin?
I did. I love Death of Stalin.
It gave me that vibe, like that Veep vibe to it, which I was like, well, it's by what's the guy's name? It's like Inucci or something like that. The guy who did
Inarritu?
Veep. No, not Inarritu.
No.
The guy
is it
who did
written by?
Veep. No, no. The guy who did Death of Stalin did Veep, and I don't
Yes.
know, Digger, who's by Inarritu. It kind of gave me those vibes, at least for the couple seconds of the trailer that I was force fed during the Odyssey, which I didn't want to watch because I'm
You've got-
anti-trailer.
Oh, harsh things. You got the Dog Stars.
Here's what
Ridley
I've got coming out from now until sometime in October. It's Coyote versus Acme. I gotta go see that.
I will see that.
Yeah, absolutely. The what's behind that is incredible. Resident Evil. Gonna have to go see that one.
I will see that.
Support the
Is that in October?
That is October.
September 18th.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
September, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Zach,
Wow.
now you should play all the games before you see that movie.
I will
Yes.
not.
Every single day.
But I will give credit to the Zach Krieger.
Every day that passes, I think about Trevor more. It's never gone away. I'll never stop thinking about it. Like the Graham Chapman thing, kind of a tragedy. Not really, because you spend your whole life being an alcoholic. Trevor Moore, nice guy. I watched an interview earlier from Whitest Kids You Know, Sam and Timmy, where Timmy tells a story about how every time that Trevor would make a joke at one of their expenses, he would ask them if it's okay. Like years later, he would text him a tweet or text him for permission to tweet about, hey, Timmy, is it okay if I tweet this? I know it's making fun of your weight. Do you mind? And every time Timmy like, I don't give a shit. Like, fucking tweet whatever you want, man. But Trevor couldn't be a mean guy. Like it just bums me out every time it comes up. Like what a good person he was, and not only that, but it's just really funny dude. Sam's wedding was ruined. Prime Time with Bobby P.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That one will be fun because Noah Lane was once on the other end of one of those primetime situations. And then fourth for me, you guys won't care about this so much, is Terrifier 4. I freaking love Terrifier. What a statement it is! What a statement for horror movies everywhere! Terrifier 4 coming to theaters this October. You're gonna love it.
I didn't know they were making a fourth. I haven't seen 1, 2, or 3.
You're gonna hate 1. You're gonna be slightly interested with 2 and 3. Let me tell you, I've never seen 3. I wouldn't know, but I will.
Let's see what else. Oh, Hope. That's coming out. That's what I want to see. Hope.
That'd be good.
Hope.
Earlier, I was playing piano, and like 5 minutes past when wrap up was.
Hey, Minnesota podcast.
Okay. I said we're gonna have 3 endings, dude.
Yeah. Earlier I was playing piano, and I would go to my piano to play like dramatic versions of like 90s old rock songs. And I was sitting here, and I don't know why, I was like, I've never tried to play Bring Me to Life by Effervescence. And I walk out, and I go set up my phone, and I Google Effervescence piano sheet music, and while it's loading up, I hit a key, and I'm like, that's the right key. And then I started playing it without failure, like just in my right hand. I was just playing all the right notes. It was like, oh my God, I know how to play this. Like, this is crazy. I don't play like that. That's not a piano player thing for me. I need sheet music, but I was seeing it. It was awesome.
Wow.
I'm so happy for you. I can't listen to Evanescence without thinking of the Rehearsal season 2. because that is
incredible.
the best fucking joke ever written.
It's insane. It's fucking nuts.
It's nuts.
They
That joke.
They staged the fake tryouts, and then they're gonna get sued because it was fake. And then he goes, "No, it was never fake." And they do a real thing.
I cannot handle that season. It's so ridiculous.
Entire episode about Sully. That he makes the off comment about Evanescence, and then the final joke is that's what he listened to when he landed the plane, because that's how long the chorus is between him talking. I don't know who came up with that. Like,
he's got a great fucking writer's room. That's
he's
for
got
sure.
to.
It's crazy.
No,
it's crazy.
I want to bring up. I know, third ending here. We got an interesting double feature on October 9th. Between Reed's favorite sequel of all time, The Social Reckoning, and a movie I didn't know about until half of our theater was jump scared in previewing The Odyssey. Other Mommy. I think I'm gonna go see that.
What the fuck was that?
I have to.
That was the biggest jump scare in a trailer I've ever seen.
It was awesome, and I'm sold on it. I'm sold. I'm gonna go see it.
Other Mom, you said?
Yes, it's Jessica Chastain, and they have an actual jump scare in the movie theater, like in a preview, and like not like a ooh, this is a horror movie, like an actual, like, it's a scene for like 2 minutes, and then they do the jump scare and go into the trailer. It's incredible. I'm gonna go see it only because of that fucking trailer.
They got me fucking
never heard of it before.
Sure.
Mama's Jessica Chastain, mind you.
Yes.
Two people are in this movie that both jump scared me. One is Karen Allen. Didn't know she was not retired. Didn't know she did movies other than Animal House and Indiana Jones. And then Ray Duplass, who very clearly looking at him is the brother to actor Mark Duplass. Didn't know he had a brother, and it's weird to look at him. I don't like looking at him. This is strange. This is a wedding photo? That's even worse. This is horrible. I'm putting that down. I don't like that. All right. Yes. Well, I think we better wrap this up. Everybody, thank you for listening. If you haven't watched it yet, our movie that we made and has premiered is sitting on the YouTube right now. All you got to do is go to Minnesota Nice on our channel. You can go watch it. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but something we can talk about at some point. We have roadmap for the next productions to come out. There will be one horror movie to be made, which I've got to get back to work on when I'm healthier. And the other thing is to start a fire, correct? That's
build.
To build a fire.
To build.
Classic story by Jack London. Classic story by Jack London, To Build a Fire. Gonna be produced, shot, and edited within the next year. That's a short story type deal. You're gonna like it, folks. So stick around. I don't know what our next podcast episode is gonna be. We'll never schedule another thing for the rest of this season. I don't give a damn. No holds barred. All right.
No holds barred. Season 4.
Well, thanks for listening. Glad you enjoyed. Bye. That was a whole episode of the Whole Other Podcast. It's over now. The podcast is done.